What is up, my Pika crew? This is the ThePikaWu and welcome to another black and white Wi-Fi battle. This one's going to be a RU tier match against a guy called Blizzardly from YouTube. He does have a YouTube channel, but he doesn't have any videos, but feel free to check him out anyways if you're into that. A link will be in the description below. Now, looking at his team, he's got a lot of strong Pokemon. Manectric, Chatot are pretty dangerous, but the Pokemon that I'm most worried about is going to be that Kabutops, because if he is a Swords Dancing set, then he can wreck my entire team, because after he sets up a Swords Dance and he has Aqua Jet, Waterfall, and Stone Edge, then really the only Pokemon that can handle the Kabutops is going to be my Manectric. But that's only if my Manectric's at a high amount of health to take a +2 Aqua Jet. If not, then he can pretty much sweep my entire team with Kabutops, so I gotta save my Manectric for late game, especially gotta conserve him and have him at a high amount of health. Now on my side of the team, I've got a Chatot. I really wanted to use him. Probably never going to use him again because it just absolutely sucks, so hope you guys enjoy this battle. Hope you guys enjoy seeing Chatot in the battle, so yeah, enjoy! So I'm going to lead off with an Aggron as my opponent's going to lead off with an Uxie. Now my Aggron is specifically catered to be a lead set. It carries Stealth Rocks for entry hazard damage, Metal Burst because it works well with the Sturdy ability, and then Head Smash and Earthquake as attacking moves. And I also do carry the Custat Berry in the case that my Sturdy ability does actually activate. But for now, first turn I know this Uxie really can't do much to me, so I'm free to set up Stealth Rocks as he's going to set up Stealth Rocks as well. But next turn he's going to U-turn out and he's actually going to bring in Kabutops, which is kind of a misplay on my opponent's part because I'm just going to go ahead and go for the Head Smash just to deal as much damage against the Uxie. Ends up hitting this Kabutops, which is even better because I'm able to one-shot it. And Kabutops, like I said in the team preview, is the biggest threat against my team because if it does set up a Swords Dance, it can literally sweep my team if I don't have Manectric at a high amount of health. But for now that the Kabutops is down, I'm just going to stay in just to deal as much damage against this Miltank. Most Miltanks don't carry Earthquake, so I stayed in. Unfortunately, this Miltank does carry the Earthquake. It is more of an offensive set, as you can see by the Life Orb, and my Aggron goes down. But I know because it is an offensive set, I can just bring in my Hitmonchan and scare him out and just go for the Rapid Spin and get rid of the rocks. Now, he actually brings in the Uxie. I'm scared of the Psychic, so I'm just going to bring in my Chatot because he's probably going to go for the Stealth Rocks, predicting me to switch out, and then I can go for the Encore and Nasty Plot combination. But unfortunately for me, he actually does go for the Psychic, and that is going to be a 2-hit KO, so I don't want to stay in. And I'm just going to bring in my Lapras to take the next Psychic because Lapras does have a good amount of natural bulk in the special defensive side, also in the physically defensive side as well. But he actually ends up going for the Thunder Wave, and that's going to paralyze me, which really doesn't matter too much because my Lapras is already slow anyways. It is my Zoom Lens set. Now, I'm just going to go ahead and go for this thing to try to put this Uxie asleep, and if he wants to U-turn out and bring in another Pokemon, I could try to put that asleep as well. But my Sing does end up hitting the Uxie, which is, I guess, okay. I just want to deal as much damage as possible against this Uxie, so I'm going to go ahead and go for the Hydro Pump. My opponent's actually going to predict that. He's going to bring in the Chatot. Doesn't really take it too well anyways because the Chatot doesn't have the greatest special defense, but I am forced to basically stay in because I don't want this Chatot to be setting up Dragon Dances, because if he does, then it's going to be a very, very big threat. So that's why I stayed in. Unfortunately for me, I do get fully paralyzed and he can take me out with the next hit, which is the Superpower. But because he did not set up Dragon Dances, this opens a window for my Chatot to be able to do some work. It's going to go ahead and go for the Hyper Voice, and Chatot getting a kill. Bam! Chatot actually doing something, which really is his only opportunity to do something, because Chatot is absolutely terrible. But for now, he's going to bring in the Mighty Yina. I know I can outspeed him because I have a higher natural base speed, so I'm actually anticipating him to go for the Sucker Punch. So that's why I went for the Nasty Plot there to try to set up to +2 and then go for the Encore to lock him in Sucker Punch. But unfortunately for me, he actually just goes for the Thunder Fang to take me out. I guess he did predict my Nasty Plot, and that kind of sucks. So he does have the Moxie boost, but I know I can live at least one hit with this Hitmonchan. He ends up going for the Sucker Punch just to deal some damage before I take him out with the Drain Punch. And yeah, this Mighty Yina is gonna get taken down. So very straightforward match so far. Very fast-paced. So now he's going to bring in the Miltank, and I'm not really too scared of it. Although he can outspeed, I should be able to live one hit, and even if he does take me out with a double edge, it will provide a lot of recoil damage for me to revenge kill this Miltank and make it less of a threat. So he ends up just going for the heal bell. That's fine, as I go for the rapid spin, meaning that his rocks are permanently out of the field since his Uxie is asleep. And then I'm just going to go ahead and go for the drain punches. He goes for the earthquake, which is kind of weird. Don't really know why he brought in Miltank when he could just wall me with the Uxie. But now he's going to bring in the Uxie. It's kind of scary because it can go for the Psychic, and I don't want to take that hit. So I'm just going to bring in my Typhlosion now. And this Typhlosion is a Choice Spec set. And I know Choice Spec's Fire Blast is going to hit hard against pretty much anything on his team. Even though this Uxie is most likely invested in HP and special defense, I should be able to solidly 2-hit KO him. And as you can see by the damage, it is going to be a 2-hit KO. So he is going to U-turn out, and he's going to bring in the Manectric. And I know Manectric's Thunderbolt can probably take me out here. And the way that he brings it in reveals to me that he's most likely a Choice Scarf set. So I don't want to quite lose my Typhlosion just yet. So, nice prediction on my opponent's part. He's actually going to go for the Volt Switch as I bring in my Hitmonchan. It's kind of risky on his part because I do have my own Manectric lurking in the back of my team. In the case that I actually brought it in, I might have been able to get a Lightning Rod boost, but I didn't. I just brought in my Hitmonchan. So now I'm just going to fodder off my Hitmonchan because I'm thinking it's not that important anymore since this Uxie is going to be walling it. So I'm actually just going to go for the Ice Punch just to deal as much damage against the Uxie before it takes me out. Luckily for me, he goes for the U-turn, and that allows me to get some nice damage against the Manectric before he takes me out with the Volt Switch. So he is finally going to be able to take down my Hitmonchan, but I do get the Switch initiative. So he's going to bring in Uxie. Now I can bring in an appropriate counter. I do bring in my Typhlosion back in, and I know at this amount of health, this Uxie is probably not going to be able to take a Hidden Power. This is Hidden Power Grass, and I know it will deal neutral damage against both the Uxie and both his Manectric. And because both those Pokemon are weak, I should be able to clean up his team with this Typhlosion, and this is exactly what happens. He ends up just going for the Volt Switch, and that is going to be the match. So very quick paced game, ends up going to be a 2-0. I do have a Manectric in the back of my team, and I do have this Typhlosion still alive. So hope you guys enjoyed this quick battle. Hope you guys enjoyed watching Chatot actually getting a kill. So yeah, if you guys enjoyed, feel free to leave a like, a favorite, and a comment, and stay tuned for the comment question of the day. If you guys haven't subscribed already, feel free to join the Pika crew by subscribing. This is the ThePikaWu, and thank you for watching my battle, and peace.